The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So South Carolina's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent. Both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season, or the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
They punted away on 4th down. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. So LSU's offense will take the field for the first time. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There are a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
Back to pass, it's Gus Meyer. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Not a big window, and that throw was money. They've got it at the 30.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon. Offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And here comes the field goal unit. That is no good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Fires to the middle. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete. Guys, we talk about games that just somehow get away from you. I don't think there was a better example last year than that classic between LSU and South Carolina, in which the Gamecocks did every single thing except finish.
Well, they got out to an early start, but they didn't get a lot of help from the referees, that's for sure. There's some very questionable calls in that game. At the end of the day, though, good teams find ways to win games. Garrett Nussmeier and LSU pulled it out.
They did find a way to pull it out, but how about what this game could have meant for South Carolina? Like, they could have been in the college football playoff, and you talk about the refs, they were awful. I mean, the INT returned to the house, but we accidentally touched the quarterback or breathed on him.
He lost one down the sideline. Makes the grab inside the 30. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Hauls it in. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They're going back to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistent.
He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Georgia State is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by a field goal over Appalachian State. Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. That's caught. It's sharp. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. The short hands, it's Brown. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
On the ground, it's Durham. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Tigers are on the move. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. Lofts one high and deep. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Here comes the heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The kick is on its way. And the ball comes to rest right there. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Off the play fake on first down to throw. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Gamecocks in the hurry-up. Now, Lenoris Sellers was sensational down the stretch last season when the Gamecocks won 6 of 7 games. Sellers threw 18 touchdowns, only 3 picks. What would you like to see from him, David, for the Gamecocks to become a force in the SEC? It's snagged it inside the 20. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Trying play action. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions. Now setting up third down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
Looking to get it in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And this defense has a chance to make a big stop on 4th and goal from the 4. Wants to throw again. Unleashes to the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. Quickly out to the tight end. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26. And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Catch in the middle. It's Green. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Think about when Garrett Nussmeier goes into the quarterback room at LSU and there are giant murals of Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels. Heisman winners. Jesse, that's some pressure. But, man, if he can cut down on the turnovers, he might.
About it, Reese. This guy has a lot of talent. I really also just appreciate the fact that he stayed put at LSU. And in an era of college football where especially quarterbacks are transferring 2, 3, 4 times, naming off those guys you just did, it would have been so easy for Nussmeier to try to find another opportunity somewhere else. He believes LSU is the best situation for him to win a national championship and get him off to the NFL.
Gets the back moving. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab. It's Anderson. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Anderson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. 4th down and less than a yard, and of course the offense is going to stay on the field. He'll go to the sneak.
Yeah, in 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He leaves it with his back. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
LSU will get a first down. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got him.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your...
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got his man on the outside. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Quarterback just trying to spit it out to his running back in the flat there, but the defender all over him. As soon as he caught that football, he went down for a loss.
And now to try to put things in motion on second and long from the 15. To the air, it's Sellers. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him.
He lobs one high down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Gamecocks send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a...
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Throws to the wideout. Fires the pass, intercepted.
Man, it's really nice as a defense to force 3rd and long, where you can bring in the nickel, Jesse, and you can play zone coverage with those zone eyes on the quarterback.
Yeah, as a quarterback, too, you got to know with that extra DB out there, your timing better be good and you better be accurate, because if you're not, they've got ball hawks in the back end, and that errant throw gets picked.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. To the air, it's Sellers. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Just enough time to get off one more snap. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He gets the pick, but not the pick six, as they're able to run him out of bounds and limit the damage to wrap up the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Baton Rouge. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out. And with that, let's head back to Tiger Stadium in Baton Rouge.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Gamecocks will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Off the play fake on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Sellers. The throw. Makes the catch. It's Jacobs. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Now the play fake. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. A little release to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have another one.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
We've just seen in this game the ball's just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Breaks the tackle. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. He's got his man across the middle. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the third. Looking to throw on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. That's caught. It's Jacobs. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Hunt. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. They've been very sharp on this drive so far. Now 1st and 10 from the 43. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hunt. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
The Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. And the Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Gonna run it. It's Berry. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. The give to the tailback. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. And the returner will be dragged down. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. They'll run it from the gun. He breaks a tackle, forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Grabs it in the middle. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it and make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The play-action fake. Unloads to the right. He makes the catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Gamecocks are on the move. They just keep firing. Fires to the right. It's complete. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Men, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Texas A&M is currently ahead in this one, but they're not exactly making this easy for the 12th man. This is a tight one in College Station. They're up by 7 over Florida. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Caught near the sticks. It's Anderson. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under and make a big play.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
Extra point here will tie the game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes courtesy of the big play, covering 61 yards on the touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. The give out of the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Brown. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Using the quick game. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Line getting set on second down. Back to pass. Rushes on him. He'll pull it down and run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. The Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
On third down, he drops to throw. Wide open downfield. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Here's the handoff. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. How about that? He smashes his way through again. He's forced out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A good pickup to give this offense some operating room. Looking downfield on first down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The clock stopped. 2 minutes left to play in this one. And the Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. With the catch, it's Jacobs. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Gets away. He's got it. It's a fumble. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. The Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. The offense really couldn't ask for much more than this, Jesse.
You're right. With this much time on the clock, David, the playbook's wide open. You don't have to just be throwing it every down. You can sprinkle in some runs, too.
Yeah, and you find out what your quarterback's about. Big time, prime time moment. You got the ball, tie game. You want to go win, make some plays for the big guy.
Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Now to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
To the air, it's Nussmeier. Under fire. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll run play action. Flips it out to the back. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. Offense gets set for second down. From the gun, give on the inside. Got room at the 35. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, mark it at the 47. 4 quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football and finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
And the Gamecocks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it. Ball's out behind the line. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Now to keep this overtime drive going on third and short. He'll keep it himself. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. So they'll send out the field goal team to try to take the lead here in overtime. And this one splits the uprights. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on first down. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
And that's a good, solid run there, Reese. And if you want to win in overtime, running the football is a good idea.
Showing that you're the more physical team in overtime can really be a breaking of their will. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now it's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
We play on first down here in the second overtime period. Rides the back and leaves it. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Tight end finds a soft spot. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
And you see him consistently sticking with the run, staying balanced. As you're getting closer to the goal line, you're thinking the field starts to shrink now. Do I have a jump ball wide receiver out wide I can throw the football to? How am I going to find that extra space and take care of the football while doing it?
Well, they try to go quarterback sneak, and I know to a lot of people that's a play we all take for granted, like it always works. Quarterback sneaks are designed to get just...
Touchdown, LSU! Got it in to take the lead here in the second OT.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. They got it. Executed beautifully, and the lead is 8 in double overtime. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. The sweet feet buy a little time. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. To throw, it's Sellers. Pocket breaking down. Third down in overtime, and they need to get it to the end zone. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6.